Welcome to iPowerlingua.com. This is the 6th in a series of beginner's English reading exercises. And this one, what we're going to do is, this one will be a fun one. We're going to take a quiz. And this quiz is about your health and fitness. And depending on your score, we're going to see how good you are at your health and your fitness. So I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to give the possible answers and the points that you should score yourself with these answers. So what I want you to do now is get a piece of paper, and I'm going to ask you 11 questions. So right now I want you to number 1 to 11 on your paper, and I want you to you're going to write the points that you get after each number. So now let's go into this quiz. So the first 5 questions are about your food and nutrition. So the first question: how many meals do you eat each day? The first answer: 4 to 5 small meals. The second answer: 3 meals. The final answer: 1 or 2 meals. So, depending on what you answered, if you ate 4 to 5 small meals, you can write down 5 points. If you ate 3 meals, you can write 3 points. And if you eat 1 or 2 meals, you don't get any points for this one. What about question number 2? Now, question number 2 is, how often do you eat at regular times during the day? The first answer is, almost always. For this one, you get 5 points. For the second answer, usually. For this answer, you get 3 points. If you eat usually at the same time, you get 3 points for this. If you hardly ever eat at regular times during the day, you get 0 points for that one. So write down your score on your paper. The third question is, how many servings of fruit or vegetables do you eat each day? The first answer is 5 or more servings of fruits or vegetables. If you answer this, you get 5 points. If you only eat from 1 to 4 servings of fruit or vegetables, you only get 3 points. And if you eat 0 fruits or vegetables, then you get 0 points. So write this down on your sheet under number 3. Number 4 of the questions is, how much junk food do you eat? How much trash do you eat? Doritos, Doritos and candy and sugar and Coke and soda. How many times do you eat these things? Do you eat them a little? If you answer this, you get 5 points. Do you eat them now and then? Then you get 3 points. Do you eat them now and then, about average, Or do you eat them all the time? If you eat them all the time, you get 0 points. So write down your answer there. The fifth one is, do you take vitamins? If you take vitamins every day, its first answer is every day, write 5 points. If you take them sometimes, write 3 points. If you never take your vitamins, write 0 points. So write this down on your paper. Number 6, this has to do with your fitness. How often do you exercise or play a sport? If you exercise or play a sport 3 or more days a week, write down a score of 5. If you exercise 1 or 2 days a week, write down a score of 3. If you never exercise or play any sports, then you get 0 points for this one. Write down your score on your paper. For number 7, we have which best describes your exercise program. If you do both weight training and aerobic exercising, then you get 5 points. If you do either one, weight training, or the other, aerobic exercise, write down 3 points. If you do nothing and you sit on your couch eating junk food and don't exercise at all, write 0 points. Number 8 is, how important is your fitness program to you? If it's very important, write 5 points. If it's fairly important, meaning it's okay, then write 3 points. If you don't care about it, write 0 points. The last 3 questions are about your health. Number 9, the question number 9 says, which best describes your weight? Are you within 6 pounds or 3 kilograms of the weight you want to be? If this is the case, then write 5 points. If you're within 10 pounds or 4.5 kilograms of your weight, then write 3 points. But if you're over 12 pounds or 5.5 kilograms, if you're over that of your weight, the weight you want to be, then that's 0 points. Question number 10, how often do you get a physical exam? Do you get a physical exam once a year by your doctor? That's 5 points. Do you get it every 2 or 3 years? That's 3 points. Do you rarely get a physical exam? That means do you do it once every 20 years? Maybe you never do it. Then write 0 points. The last and final question, number 11, is how often do you sleep well? Do you always sleep well? That's 5 points. Do you usually sleep well? That's 3 points. Do you hardly ever sleep well? Meaning you never sleep well. Or ever, maybe we say once in a blue moon in English, which means very rarely. So that means 0. You get 0 points for that. So now what I want you to do, go through all the scores you did from 1 to 11. I want you to add up your score. Once you've added up your score, I want you to look at these results and rate yourself. If you scored from 46 to 55, that means you do an excellent job and keep up the good work. If you scored from 31 to 45, that's good. Your health and your fitness are better than average, meaning you're better than the normal person. If you scored from 16 to 30, that means your health and your fitness are a little below average and you need to work on it. If you scored 15 or lower, that means you really need to work on your health and fitness, and your life and your health could be at risk. It could be very dangerous for you. So that was the end of this exercise. Thank you very much for your patience and your time. I hope you enjoyed this exercise. Visit us at iPowerlingua.com for English lessons. Thank you very much, and I will see you next time.